Welcome, welcome, welcome to the next game in this epic series between our yellow Zerg, our famous yellow Zerg who always spawns yellow. Spawning on the top right corner, we have Midiga, the winner from the winner's bracket. He lost the first best of 5 and is trying to come back in the second best of 5. He's currently down 0-2 and he's not up for having fun this game. He's down to business. And then spawning in our bottom right corner, we have the guy who's been steamrolling this last section of this tournament. He's currently up 2-0 in this second best of 5. Let's see if he can end it right now and take the tournament. We have Macabrederek, jeez, as the orange Zerg at the bottom right. So, I'm interested to see what kind of style we'll see this game. Generally, if you're up 2-0 in a tournament, you can do some pretty crazy things because you don't really need to worry if you have one kind of stupid loss because something that you tried didn't really work. So we might see something interesting from Derek, and we might see some very safe play by Midiga right now because he's not going to want to risk losing this last game. So he's going to want to play very safe, whereas Derek can kind of play however he really wants to at this point. And maybe if he loses this one, play a little bit safer next game. But it looks like he is actually going to play pretty safe. He's not doing anything crazy yet. He's doing his 14 standard pool opening. We might see a expansion shortly after here. We are getting the early gas though, so we'll be able to get some speed. And we also are getting an early expansion from Midiga. So Midiga's taking a play from Macab's playbook, I think, this round with that 14 pool, 15 expand. Maybe he thinks if I can play like him, then I'll win. And it's also a gasless expand, looking a lot like Macab's older games in this tournament. And surprisingly, we have not seen an expansion yet. We are going to get a Bailey nest, but there is a drone right here to scout that and see everything that's going on. It will fall pretty quickly into these Zerglings, but he got his scouting information. And a Roach Warren's coming down, so a good reaction from Midiga. The gas is finished up, the hatch will be finishing up soon, and the queen finished up, so we should see another queen come out here for the second base, and there it is. And once again, we have that deadly 18 supply block that I just talked about last game. But one thing to note is that you do get 2 supply once a hatch finishes, so it was actually pretty good timing so that queen could start as this hatchery finished, because you just got this supply, so timing worked out pretty well. We will have a little bit of a later expansion for Derek over here, and I thought that was a Bailey nest. Was that a Roach Warren? Well, if it was a Bailey nest, it turned into a Roach Warren. Might have gotten canceled after the scout and changed to a Roach Warren. So it looks like we will have another round of some Roach Wars. Midiga did get the expansion down faster, so he's going to be a little bit ahead economically, and he does have that second queen out already, which it looks like Derek's is still coming, but he is going early lair, so he might try to get some early upgrades, or maybe some early roach speed, or maybe even some early mutas. We haven't seen mutas in a while, so that could be unexpected on Midiga's end. So that might be a good option to throw in some mutas at this point. Midiga's getting frustrated because of another supply block. and I am right there with him. Supply could be taken out of the game, and I would not mind that much. So we do have some good Overlord spread here by Macabre. We can see that entire path all the way to his home. And haven't quite scouted the expansion yet, but we do see creep, so now he knows that the Macabre has expanded, and we're probably pretty safe. So nothing too crazy going on here. And Midiga will get a lair of his own. So again, we're seeing a very similar build once again from these two. Derek does have a lot more drones though, so this could really hurt for Midiga because of this enormous drone advantage that Derek has. Midiga does have a few roaches out already, which Derek does now too. So very even, and just as I say that, Midiga catches right up with the drone count. So it was a little bit later, but he did have his hatch down earlier, so that might actually end up evening out. And even the roach counts are very similar. So everything's looking pretty dead on. And we do have some roach upgrades, missile attack level 1 coming for Derek. So it looks like he's going to once again take an early upgrade lead, which has helped him out a lot in this tournament so far. He's having more upgrades than his opponent. He's won quite a few games just for that reason. Midiga's going for the speed though, which I think is always a great option. I mention every time, especially in Roach Wars and Roach vs. Stalker Wars. It's always really good to have that speed so you can catch retreats and kind of limit the options of your opponent. Macabre, I don't believe, has taken his speed yet. Oh, he did take his speed, but it's already finished. And also going for some Hydras. So, I mean, this is very, very standard play that you'll see much higher level Zerg players do. This Roach Hydra mix, you know, a very safe opening into Roach Hydra, maybe even Infestor mix. And of course, we do have the Hydra range upgrade coming. Looks like that might have been a scout attempt for Derek, but it was in an odd place and got picked off pretty quickly. So we are having a Carapace upgrade now from Midiga, so he will kind of start catching up with upgrades. And actually, he's going. He does have a double evolution chamber, so he's getting his level 1 attack also. But Derek is starting his level 2 attack, so he will be a little bit ahead on the attack upgrade. But I think he hasn't gotten Carapace yet, so he will be 0-2, going up against 1-1. But that's still pretty even, and it looks like Derek's ready to make a push. And with his DPS of these few Hydras here in the back, I think this could be a very good push from him. Midiga sees it coming. He has these spines. So this is a good place to be fighting. And I just don't know if it's enough. He might need a couple more spines, but I mean it'd be too late now to get more out. And he does have 5 more roaches coming. I think one just popped out. And so we can try to catch up in this. His upgrade, his Carapace probably won't finish in time if he's going to push out. No, it won't. But he does have the 1 attack upgrade, so it's going to be 0-1 against. He still has 0-1 also. So we're even upgrades right now until this second attack upgrade comes. And with this spine, back up a little bit, and there we go. A little bit of help from the Queen and the spine, but looks like it's not going to be enough, and there's a lot of roaches here in the back not doing anything. He needs to move forward. Okay, he moves forward a little bit, and these Hydras are just doing so much damage in the back, but it looks like Midiga is going to be able to pull through. He's just being able to pump out these roaches pretty quickly. Unfortunately, Derek's also building roaches very quickly. He was just making 14, 6 more coming right now, and he has a constant stream going to Midiga's base right now. Some more Hydras also coming, but Midiga's able to pretty much keep up in these roach counts and also take a third behind this also. Same with Derek. He takes a third behind this also. So very, very even play right now. Unfortunately, I think his upgrade's finished, so we have 0-2 versus 1-1 right now, which is what I knew was coming, but those attack upgrades hurt pretty bad, and there's no more spines. The queen just popped out, but the queen's not going to do much, but Derek is going to retreat. And take out this third and force cancel here. And Derek has 14 more roaches coming. So let's see, the current roach count is 25 versus 13. So he does have a roach lead already with 16 more on the way to Midiga's 7 more on the way. Derek has a macro hatch here, so he's able to, oh, got some changelings here, it looks like. Or maybe those are zerglings. No, those are changelings. So yeah, there's a macro hatch here for Derek. So he is able to pump out these roaches faster, and they both have a bit of a bank. So because of this macro hack, Derek is able to spend his money better and pump out those roaches much faster than Midiga is able to. And Midiga's trying to hold off this roach push, but there's just so many of these roaches, and he has a surround, and Midiga gives Derek the grats on the win, and that's the tournament. So our winner is Macabrederek. Grats, and all great games played by all the people that were in the tournament. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.